Today's episode of Discord Degenerates features a man who refers to himself as Jeremiah. He works in the fast food industry and is in his early 20s. I came in contact with him through a teen dating server on Discord.
I mean, I personally disagree with anybody making a server like this, but you know how Discord is.
I created a fake profile under the name Mystic, which includes the decoy's age and gender.
I also posted a fake introduction, which included even more information.
I made sure to include the age so there are no misconceptions.
But this wasn't enough to stop Jeremiah from hitting me up, as you'll see in a bit here.
The conversation starts rather typical with a simple wave. I respond with hi.
Then he instantly gives me an age check.
I said yes and then asked him how old he is. He responded with, quote, "I'm hitting 24 next month. Is that okay with you?"
Now, I'm pretty sure most of you are wondering the same thing. Why is there a man in his early 20s on a teen dating server on Discord? And to answer that, I have no f***ing idea.
When it comes to breaking the law, of course there will be some people who are cautious with their actions, and Jeremiah is no exception.
I respond with,
I mean, maybe. I don't have much experience with dating people. If it's okay with you, then there's no problem. It's always good for girls your age to experiment.
Now, this is relatively disturbing considering the fact that I just confirmed my age.
Experiment with what? With an anime gif. He responds with, quote, "Aw, with love, silly. Isn't that why you joined the server?"
Obviously, things are getting a bit weird here, but let's keep going.
I say, yeah, I joined to find some friends, and if I'm ready, then a boyfriend. He responds with, quote, "Well, what are your hobbies? I like watching anime, cooking, and scrapbooking. How about you?"
Let me tell you, I was very dedicated. If he had asked me to take a picture of one of the scrapbooks I made, I would have literally made one just for the sake of this video.
I don't really know my hobbies. I mainly just work all the time. What's your job? I work in fast food. Oh, cool. And then out of the blue, he just says, "Aw, how cute."
I don't really see what's cute there, Jeremiah. This man's riz never fails to amaze me.
Then he asks, quote, "Can I see a picture of you?"
I sent him an AI-generated decoy picture, and he responds with,
"Wow, did not expect you to look that pretty."
No, obviously things get a little bit worse later on, otherwise I wouldn't have made this video, so let's continue.
Then he asks where I'm from. I say the United States, Arizona, and that my name's Kenzie. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Kenzie." Heart emoji. "My name is Jeremiah."
Then, after a bit of texting, he says he has to go for the night because he has an early shift tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure how true this is, but we're gonna take his word for it.
But unfortunately, this is only the beginning of a very disturbing encounter, and things only get worse from here. So buckle up, we're just getting started. From unstoppable riz to prioritizing an age girl over your own career, this man has it all.
Now, this is where things take an even worse turn. At around 11 a.m. my time, he asks,
"How are you doing, Kenzie?" "I'm on my break." I respond with, "I'm doing all right. I woke up a few hours ago." "And you didn't text me?" "No, I'm sorry." "It's all right, cutie. Do you have another picture of you?"
And once I send another AI image of the decoy, he responds with,
"You are beautiful, Kenzie," with a heart eye emoji.
After this, I wanted to know what he looked like, so I asked him,
"Can I maybe see a picture of you this time?" Sad face. But of course he responded with, "Maybe some other time."
Now, it's obvious at this point he's trying to be cautious and make sure he doesn't leak his own identity.
"Well, thank you for spending your break time to talk to me." "No problem, cutie. Break is about to end though." "No, we only just started talking." Sad face.
Then I send a crying anime gif. I'm really getting into character with this one.
After a bit, he says, "Hey Kenzie, oh my god, hi. I thought you couldn't text me. I mean, I'm not supposed to be on my phone right now, but I thought, hey, Kenzie is worth it."
Skipping work to talk to this person who he believes is a girl. I mean, it makes you wonder, what would his boss think of this?
"Well, what are you doing?" "My homework. I'm in 8th grade, so they make me take Algebra 1, sad face. Aw, that sucks. Kiss. You got this, okay? Heart emoji.
Yeah, kissing someone who you believe is age as an adult, and then you even sent a kissing emoji not even 5 minutes later? What are you doing, man?
Most people know the phrase, comfort of your own home, but this man took that a bit too far. After a bit of time, I get a message from him saying, "I'm home. Work was a breeze today," which I could only guess is sarcasm. I asked, "How was your day at work?" He said, "Not good," and that none of his coworkers or people online really like him.
I wonder why.
After he said everybody leaves him, I just said something cliche, "I won't leave you."
Then he says something very strange.
You're so cute. Thank you. You're such girlfriend material. This man is hitting 24, ladies and gentlemen.
But of course, with these videos, it doesn't stop there.
I tried to relate to him here and say, some people leave me because I'm so young.
With another crying anime gif.
I actually think that's better. You're less experienced and you're more pure.
What the actual hell is wrong with this guy?
I ask, what do you mean pure? You're very innocent. How do I stop being innocent? I don't wanna be, with a pouting anime gif. And he responds with, I mean, I could teach you a thing or two.
Clearly, this is where the conversation starts to take an even darker turn.
I ask, like what? Do you know what a period is? Yes, skull emoji. Well, do you know why you get them? I respond with, no.
Because what girl the same age as this decoy would know that?
It's a part of your bodily changes. It will help your body to be able to be
In what world is it normal for an adult to speak like this to an enraged person that they just met online?
Now, you might think he's trying to portray some sort of father figure, but
when you see these later texts, you're gonna realize that is very wrong. Then this is where all hell breaks loose.
He essentially just gave the decoy an entire lesson on human anatomy, which was a little weird.
Then he goes straight to telling the decoy that it has to be hardened. Pretty sure you don't need to have a PhD in human biology to know what that means.
Clearly things aren't looking too good for our friend Jeremiah here, but this moment is the point of no return.
He cannot go back from what I'm about to show you here.
It was at this moment where he sends a picture of his meat while saying he could get the decoy He even asks for a picture of the decoy's
taco, as I'll put it.
He uses the excuse that it's for educational purposes
to explain like what they do or whatever the hell he's trying to trick this underage girl into thinking.
But then he says, this is what it looks like right now.
Now this picture is absolutely disgusting. I feel like I was looking at a Subway sandwich with mold on it.
You know the saying, it was a sight for sore eyes?
That thing is gonna do the opposite. Anybody, no matter who you are, would get sore eyes from looking at that photo. Then he sends another image.
I could get you so blank right now. Is this making your blank? I respond with yes, and then he asks me to send him a picture.
I keep making the excuse that I really can't, because I literally can't, and I'm scared what the AI is gonna show me if I put that into the prompt.
So I just gave up and made an excuse that my parents were calling me,
so I could leave the conversation.
He then asks if he can call the teenage decoy babe from now on.
He is really getting some attachment to this decoy, isn't he?
I respond with sure, and that I'm excited to tell my parents about him.
I did this as a tactic to make him shit his pants, basically, and it worked.
Quote, I don't recommend you do that, Kenzie. Why not? They definitely wouldn't approve of us, and if you told them, I would have to go forever. Do you understand that?
The manipulation coming out of this guy's mouth, it makes me wonder, does he have experience manipulating underage individuals? Most likely, because this is never their first time doing it.
But I don't understand. What's wrong with you talking to me? Nothing in my opinion, but I could get into some serious trouble if people knew about this, so let's just keep it on the down low for now, okay, babe? Okay, Jeremiah, if you say so, you can call me daddy if you want.
I mean, I told you this man's riz is top-notch. I simply say, okay, daddy.
With a giggling anime gif, and then I say, bye for now.
And then things get a bit silent for a bit. Until he texts me 20 minutes later. He just doesn't want to leave me alone, does he?
So at this point he asks, hi babe, is everything okay with your parents?
This man kept messaging me all day. Like, I had to keep checking my phone to make sure he hasn't texted me because he was all over this decoy, which is very disturbing. He's definitely one of the more obsessive ones.
After a bit of talking, he asks, quote, so what have you tried?
He's asking what the decoy has done with other boys, which is weird to ask someone who you believe is not even in school yet.
Well, I haven't ever had a boyfriend before, and I've never had my first kiss.
With another anime gif, he responds with,
I'd like to be your first kiss. Kissing emoji.
I mean, it's just, why can't he do this with someone who's an adult?
I respond with, I wouldn't mind that. Would you want daddy to be your first? I could also get you blank. Are you sure? Very.
The amount of times I had to redo reading these texts because of how many times I cringed is just crazy. This is something you don't see every day.
After about 10 minutes, he texts me saying, "You're so cute."
And then he gets pretty clingy with the decoy and says,
"Text me more, babe. Babe, sorry, I'm helping with groceries." And afterwards, he sends an awful picture of him in the process of
beating his meat, basically.
and then has the nerve to ask, "Do you like what you see?"
I try to act nervous,
And then after about 30 minutes of silence, I try to call him because this has been going on long enough.
and let me tell you, it doesn't really go anywhere.
The call was very short and he didn't want to talk, so the moment I questioned him, he just left immediately, as they all do. It is currently March 29th, 2024, and this man's account has been reported and all evidence has been forwarded to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And as of right now, his account has not been accessed for over a week, so it's safe to say he has been IP banned from the platform and won't be coming back anytime soon. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out episode 1 as well. But that's it from me. Have a good day.